A lot of the work that we have set out for us is to identify, delineate, and evaluate these resources. And sometimes that means uncovering the vegetation that you see here on site. Other times that means identifying on the map. Other things that you'll see us do in forests, we'll start to map this out, and then we will evaluate how this sits in the landscape at a broader scale. So across the state, across the nation, what these resources mean to those folks. What we're trying to do here is really to uncover those stories for folks to build that sense of stewardship, and not only ourselves as an agency, but for Pennsylvania's people, so that they understand what we have, the public heritage that's laying right underfoot, and making sure that as we build out this kind of work, that it doesn't stop with us, that the folks that are doing it, like the young folks behind me, are the next generation of stewards in the forest.
So what we're doing here, this is indeed an outdoor core cultural resource crew project. In addition to the IUP, I also provide field support to the cultural resource crew. We'll be taking photos once everything's clean to get a record of the current state of things. I'm taking points on the corners of each structure once they're cleared to see the layout of things compared to records that we do have and also existing aerial photography.
Part of what we're doing here is just to uncover what is known here to see if we can find some idea of what's exactly here, names of certain buildings, to get a layout of what's here to potentially do more work and get more research, because CCC camps isn't heavily studied, so we're trying to see if we can find exactly where they are and get a layout so we can use this as blueprints to take across different sites to maybe help get ones that are in worse conditions.
We are tasked with going to various state parks and state forests all around Pennsylvania and doing any cultural resources needs. We are tasked with clearing off and getting an idea of where the CCC camp was, what buildings are which, and what they were used for, and doing our best to kind of set us up for future projects when we come out here and get further information. We've done various surveys, metal detecting, above ground surveys. We've done similar CCC camps, a lot of which are segregated CCC camps as well. We did one in Hyman Tuning State Park. We've also been working on one in Penn Roosevelt State Park.
The reason I'm here too is that my thesis site will be a 19th century African American farmstead. So I'm very interested in all things African American because I feel as though we need to tell their story and that it's something that should be brought to the forefront. Their story wasn't really told and their voice was drowned out for the most part, so we should be able to put their information out and give them a chance to have their story known.
One of the primary objectives to this kind of work is to really raise awareness of the types of sites that we have in our forests. And it's also to help us to better manage these resources for all people. One of the biggest things we want to do here is to make sure that it's accessible, and uncovering the remains of these types of sites and making them more accessible to recreational users and the folks that come to Pennsylvania's forests to recreate.